Scott or Brian, rather, I just wanted to get this video interview started by asking you a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Sure. I'm the general manager of a 600 room hotel in Kissimmee, Florida, about 2 miles away from Disney.
Okay. And you have pretty much constant occupation all year long, or do you have peaks and valleys where
Yeah, it's pretty seasonal here. For the most part, it's very busy. Basically, whenever kids are out of school, families are able to take vacations, such as spring break and the summer season. So, for example, right now it's July, so we're very busy right now. It's one of the busiest times of the year. But once school starts and kids are in school, then families don't come to Orlando quite as much. It's 2 miles away from Disney, so we definitely cater to families. Every room sleeps 6 people. They've got full kitchens inside the room, so they are suites. About 650 square foot, one bedroom apartments is essentially what we have here at
Ah,
the hotel.
so you have lots of opportunities for spills, messes, and things that go bump in the night at your hotel, I imagine.
Sure. I mean, people are cooking in the rooms as well. So we do a lot of international business from all over the world. So as folks are cooking, obviously you have odors, you have smells from that. Then again, when people check out of a room at 11 a.m., we've got to turn a room over and have it cleaned before 4 o'clock for check-in time.
Got it. So you've been using ozone equipment in your hotel for some time before you met me, correct?
That's right. Yep.
And what type of machines have you used in the past?
Uh, Pretty much just standard machines that you would find from various hotel supply companies. Most of them are smaller than and produce less ozone and have a less output than the products that you have. For example, I own the machine that you have that is, I think, the highest end model.
Yeah, the 28,000, the 2X, yeah.
That's right.
Now, so in the smaller hotel industry oriented machines that you've used in the past, um, do you know the output ratings? Are they 500 milligrams an hour, 1500, 2000, 3000, or you're not sure?
Yeah, the machines range depending on price and just depending on just capabilities of what they're able to do. But I've seen machines as low as 700 to 1,000 milligrams per hour. I've also used machines in the 3,000 range, and I've used machines in the 7,000 and 14,000 range.
Oh, you have. Okay. Okay. And so, what I discovered when I began using ozone many years ago is that there's ozone gets a lot of bad rap for the degradation that can occur through oxidization with the gas being exposed to stuff for very long periods of time. And what I found is if you run really high concentrations for short periods of time, you get all the damage that you need against the biologicals and the odors without having the degradative wear that comes from throwing a machine in a room and leaving it sit for a day or 2 days or 3 days.
Yeah, I haven't noticed any issues whatsoever with the degradation that you're speaking of. In general, the machine that we have is again the most powerful one that I've ever used or that we have used here at the hotel. And with that, we're able to basically use the machine in a room. Again, it's a 650 square foot, one bedroom apartment. We're able to put the machine in, and within 10 to 15 minutes, the room is completely, scent free from whatever problems it had, and the reason why we put the machine in there in the first place.
So you're
So we're
using
not.
my machine for only 15 to 20 minutes and getting quick results.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'd say it's more like 10 to 15 minutes,
Wow.
not the 15 to 20 even. It's more like 10 to 15 minutes. Again, it's such a high output machine that it's able to get produce such a high concentration of ozone in such a short period of time that it's able to really deodorize the room as we need it to be for our guests, what they expect, so that we don't have to have the machine in there for a long period of time. So, from a productivity standpoint, it does enhance our ability to get a lot of rooms ozoned in a very short period of time, and then have those rooms turned over and be able to be rented to new customers.
So essentially, you can have the maid finish cleaning one room, set it up, run it. By the time she's finished with the next room, it's ready to move to the next room.
Absolutely, and that's pretty much what we do. Is we have a list of rooms that need it, and we just go through and go room to room to room and just get them all blasted out and get them all done real quick.
Have you? I've stayed in just hundreds of hotels in Florida, and my question to you is, have you ever played with the ozone for helping get rid of the mold smell in your air conditioners?
Yeah, I mean, what we do is we do keep the fans of the air conditioner running while we're using the ozone machine as well, so it does cycle through there, and I think it helps. I can't scientifically prove that it does, but it seems to help in terms of just again anything that, in my experience, ozone touches or come in contacts with. It essentially helps remove the odors from those surfaces or from those areas.
So you have used it to get rid of like moldy smells in the air conditioning units too.
Yeah, I mean, any kind of smells that we have in the room whatsoever, uh, uh, we use it for. I mean, our goal here is to make certain that the room, when a guest walks into it, doesn't have any offending odor
So
whatsoever.
how long did you run the little machines before you got my big machine that would do it in 15 minutes?
I let's see. We first purchased your machine. It was about a year ago, exactly 1 year ago. So basically, for the past 12 months, we've been using it pretty much exclusively. What we've also found, in addition to having a higher output, is that it's also more reliable. It's able to sustain over the long term its reliability and operating performance much better than the machines we used in the past, which were cheaper, less expensive, and also had a less amount of ozone output.
So you've had some of the experience I did in my mold remediation, where these smaller, less expensive machines are kind of fragile and they break pretty easily.
Absolutely, they seem to be unseemingly fragile, which surprised me for sure. Because from a cost perspective, they aren't necessarily that much cheaper than the machine that I currently have from you, which again is your highest end model. So it's surprising to how fragile they are and how unreliable they were over the long term.
To get rid of odors and kill by.
Yeah, I would just enthusiastically endorse the product, and it's worked very well. It's basically our exclusive machine that we consider any other companies out there that do provide ozone devices
Awesome.
just because
Well,
it's a
thank you so very much for time out of your busy day.